Here is the story of ships hauled over mountains, broken down into 10 distinct parts. Ships hauled over mountains, the fall of Constantinople. Part 1. The obsessed Sultan. Young Sultan Mehmet II, ruler of the expanding Ottoman Empire, becomes fixated on a single goal, capturing the legendary city of Constantinople. He sees it as the ultimate prize, the key to securing his empire and legacy. He is not just a warrior, he is a student of history and military science, determined to succeed where many before him had failed. Part 2. The impenetrable fortress. For 1,000 years, Constantinople's massive triple-layered walls have been the strongest defense in the world. Moats, high outer walls, and a great inner wall make a direct assault seem suicidal. The city is also protected by the sea, with a giant iron chain blocking the entrance to its protected harbor, the Golden Horn. Part 3. The master of gunpowder. Mehmet's secret weapon is not just his army, but a Hungarian engineer named Orban. Orban builds the Sultan a monstrous cannon, so large it must be transported by dozens of oxen. This weapon, and others like it, represent the new power of gunpowder, capable of smashing the ancient stones that had defied armies for centuries. Part 4. The thunder begins. The siege begins in April 1453. Mehmet's massive cannons roar to life, pounding the mighty walls of Constantinople day and night. The thunder of the guns is constant and terrifying. The defenders, led by Emperor Constantine XI, fight back desperately, repairing the breaches each night with wooden stockades and rubble. Part 5. The unbreakable chain. The Byzantine defenders' best hope is the sea. The great chain across the Golden Horn keeps the Ottoman fleet out and allows supplies to reach the city. Mehmet's navy tries and fails to break it. The siege seems to have reached a stalemate, with the walls holding despite the bombardment, and the sea lane secure. Part 6. The impossible plan. Refusing to accept defeat, the young Sultan conceives a plan of breathtaking audacity. If his ships cannot sail through the chain, they will go overland around it. He orders the construction of a wooden track, greased with fat, leading from the Bosporus Strait, over the hills of Galata, and down into the Golden Horn. Part 7. Ships on a mountain. Under the cover of darkness, thousands of men and teams of oxen begin the impossible task. They place ships on rollers and, using ropes and pulleys, haul them up the steep slopes and down the other side. By dawn, the defenders are horrified to see a fleet of 72 Ottoman warships floating in their protected harbor, behind the chain. Part 8. The noose tightens. With the Ottoman fleet now inside the Golden Horn, Constantinople is completely surrounded. The city's morale plummets. The defenders are stretched thin, forced to guard walls on all sides. Supplies run low, and hope begins to fade, despite the brave leadership of Emperor Constantine and the Genoese general, Giovanni Giustiniani. Part 9. The final, fierce assault. On May 29, Mehmet launches his final, all-out attack. Wave after wave of soldiers assault the walls to exhaust the defenders. The giant cannons blast the weakest points. The elite janissaries are sent in for the kill. In the chaos, the Genoese general Giustiniani is mortally wounded and carried from the walls, causing a critical loss of morale among the defenders. Part 10. The end of an era. Ottoman troops pour through a breached gate. Emperor Constantine, seeing the end, throws off his imperial purple, draws his sword, and charges into the enemy, dying as a soldier. The city falls. The event sends a shockwave through Europe, marking the definitive end of the Roman Empire, the rise of the Ottoman Empire, and proving that the age of gunpowder had decisively overcome the age of steel and stone.